When people talk about the world's greatest geological wonders, they talk about Iceland, Hawaii, Yellowstone, places shaped by fire, by volcanoes, by the violent power of the earth itself. But very few people realize, deep inside Vietnam, there is another volcanic world, a hidden world of ancient lava rivers, gigantic underground caves, prehistoric human shelters, and landscapes created millions of years ago. Beneath the forests of Dak Nong, there are lava tubes stretching through darkness like forgotten arteries of the earth. Some of them are among the longest volcanic caves in all of Southeast Asia. Inside these caves, scientists discovered traces of ancient humans who once survived in the shadow of volcanoes. And yet, most of the world has never heard of this place. Even today, many people still think Vietnam is only known for war history, beaches, or street food. But far away from the crowded tourist routes, there exists a geological wonder almost no one talks about. A place where fire created caves, caves protected humans, and humans left behind stories buried beneath volcanic stone. For millions of years, Dak Nong remained hidden. Not because it lacked beauty, but because the world simply never looked closely enough. And maybe that is exactly what makes it one of the most mysterious places in Vietnam. Tonight, we travel into Vietnam's forgotten geological wonder. Long before modern cities, before roads crossed the Central Highlands, before humans ever arrived in this land, Dak Nong was a world of fire. Millions of years ago, volcanoes erupted across this region again and again, pouring rivers of lava over the ancient landscape. At first, it looked like destruction. But over time, that fire began to create something extraordinary. As the outer surface of the lava cooled, molten rock continued flowing beneath it like an underground river. And when the eruption finally ended, vast hollow tunnels remained hidden beneath the earth. These became the lava caves of Krông Nô, dark, silent, ancient. For thousands of years, almost no one understood what truly existed beneath these forests. But this underground world was never empty. Inside the caves, scientists discovered traces of prehistoric humans who once lived here. Stone tools, ancient remains, evidence of survival inside volcanic shelters. It changed the way researchers viewed early human life in Southeast Asia. And the deeper scientists explored, the more extraordinary Dak Nong became. This was not just a volcanic region, it was a place where geology, nature, and human history became connected together. Over the course of this series, we traveled through giant lava tubes, walked inside hidden underground worlds, followed the story of prehistoric people, and witnessed how volcanoes shaped both landscapes and civilizations. We discovered that Dak Nong is not simply a destination on a map. It is a living geological memory of the Earth itself, a forgotten world, hidden beneath Vietnam for millions of years. When people think about Vietnam, they usually imagine rice fields, crowded cities, war history, or street food markets filled with motorbikes and neon lights. Very few people imagine volcanoes. Even fewer imagine an underground world of lava caves hidden beneath the forests of the Central Highlands. And that is part of the mystery. For decades, Dak Nong existed far away from the roots of global tourism. International visitors traveled to places already famous: Ha Long Bay, Bangkok, Bali, Tokyo, Iceland. Meanwhile, this volcanic world remained almost invisible to the outside world. Unlike Iceland or Hawaii, Dak Nong was never heavily promoted through global media. There were no blockbuster documentaries, No massive tourism campaigns. No worldwide image of Vietnam connected to volcanoes or geological exploration. Even inside Vietnam, many people had never heard about the Krông Nô lava cave system. And perhaps the greatest irony is this. One of Southeast Asia's most extraordinary geological landscapes was hidden in plain sight. Part of the reason is geography. The caves lie deep inside a rugged volcanic plateau, far from major international airports and luxury tourism centers. But another reason is history itself. For much of the modern era, Vietnam was known to the world through war, politics, and economic transformation. Its geological story remained in the shadows. And because the world never looked closely enough, Dak Nong became one of Earth's forgotten wonders. Not forgotten because it lacked beauty. Not forgotten because it lacked importance. But forgotten because almost no one realized what was truly there beneath the ground. But the world is changing. Today, more and more travelers are no longer searching for crowded tourist cities. They are searching for something rarer, places that still feel undiscovered. Places that still feel real. And that is exactly why Dak Nong could become one of the most important geological destinations in Southeast Asia. Because this is not just a beautiful landscape, it is an entire hidden world. A place where visitors can walk through ancient lava caves, stand above extinct volcanoes, explore deep jungle ecosystems, and witness the traces of prehistoric humans inside volcanic shelters. Very few places on Earth combine all of these together. In Iceland, people travel to see volcanic landscapes. In Hawaii, they come for living volcanoes and lava fields. But Dak Nong offers something different. A volcanic world still largely untouched by mass tourism. There are no endless lines of tourists here. No giant commercial entertainment zones. Instead, there is silence. Dark caves stretching beneath the earth, mist moving across ancient forests, and the feeling of entering a place the modern world has barely discovered. That feeling is becoming increasingly rare. And globally, it is becoming increasingly valuable. Because the future of tourism may not belong to the most famous places anymore. It may belong to places that still carry mystery, places that still feel authentic, places where people do not simply visit nature, but truly experience it. And among those hidden places, Dak Nong may be one of the most extraordinary of all.
Dak Nong is more than a destination for travelers. It is also a place that helps us understand the story of the Earth and the story of ourselves. Because volcanoes do not only destroy, sometimes they create the conditions for life to survive. Millions of years ago, fire shaped this land. Lava carved tunnels beneath the ground, creating caves that would remain stable long after the eruptions ended. And thousands of years later, humans entered those caves, not as explorers, but as survivors. Inside the volcanic darkness, prehistoric people found shelter from rain, wind, animals, and the harsh environment outside. The caves became protection, a temporary home created by ancient geological violence. That connection is extraordinary, because it means the story of Dak Nong is not only about rocks or volcanoes. It is about the relationship between humans and the Earth itself. The lava tubes preserve traces of ancient life like a time capsule. Stone tools, fragments of daily survival, evidence that early humans adapted to one of nature's most dangerous landscapes. And this is why scientists consider places like Dak Nong so important. They allow us to study not only geology, but also human resilience, how people adapted, how they survived, how nature shaped civilization long before modern history began. In many ways, Dak Nong reminds us of something easy to forget. Human history did not begin in cities. It began in forests, in caves, in landscapes shaped by fire, darkness, and survival. And deep beneath the volcanic ground of Vietnam, those memories are still waiting to be discovered. Today, Dak Nong stands at a crossroads. For millions of years, this volcanic world remained hidden beneath forests and silence. But now, more people are beginning to discover it. Scientists, travelers, explorers, documentary filmmakers, and with that discovery comes both opportunity and danger, because places like this are extremely rare. The lava caves of Krông Nô are not something that can simply be rebuilt once destroyed. The prehistoric traces inside them cannot be replaced. The underground ecosystems cannot easily recover from massive human impact. And yet, as global tourism grows, the pressure to commercialize places like Dak Nong will also grow. More roads, more construction, more visitors. The challenge is no longer just how to introduce Dak Nong to the world. The real challenge is this: how do you protect a hidden wonder while still allowing people to experience it? Around the world, many natural sites became famous too quickly, and once mass tourism arrived, the mystery slowly disappeared. But Dak Nong still has a chance to choose a different path. A future based on preservation, scientific research, responsible exploration, and respect for both nature and local culture. Because the true value of this place is not luxury tourism. Its true value is authenticity, the feeling that this landscape still belongs to the earth itself, not completely transformed by modern civilization. And maybe that is what makes Dak Nong so important for the future, not just for Vietnam, but for a world where truly untouched places are becoming harder and harder to find. In the beginning of this journey, we entered Dak Nong through fire, through volcanoes, lava rivers, and underground worlds hidden beneath the forests of Vietnam. But along the way, this series became about something much larger. It became the story of how nature shapes civilization, how volcanic destruction created caves, how caves protected human life, and how millions of years of geological history remained hidden beneath the earth, almost forgotten by the modern world. We explored ancient lava tubes stretching through darkness. We followed the traces of prehistoric humans who once survived inside volcanic shelters. We discovered ecosystems born beneath stone and fire. And in the end, we realized something extraordinary. Dak Nong is not simply a place. It is a reminder that Earth still holds hidden worlds humanity barely understands. That even today, there are wonders not yet consumed by mass tourism. Places where mystery still exists. Places where nature still feels ancient. And maybe the greatest discoveries of the future will not come from places the world already knows, but from forgotten places, waiting quietly in the shadows. Deep beneath the volcanic ground of Vietnam, Dak Nong is still waiting, not to be conquered, but to be understood. Thank you for joining this journey through the hidden volcanic world of Vietnam. And perhaps this is only the beginning of discovering Earth's forgotten worlds.